want to take an IELTS test, so you know that you should do some tests, some previous tests from the real one, from the real test, I mean. So we have some questions about recent tests, and they are from real IELTS tests in Cambridge 19. So, but don't worry, I'm here. I want to analyze that one by one, step by step, as you can see from the real questions that we had in a recent year. So if you want to do it, but it's hard for you to analyze it, don't worry, you just should do it. I will analyze it for you line by line with all the strategies, tips, tricks, and anything, and especially some repetitive distractor that if you know them, you can exactly achieve a higher score. Hi there, how's it going? I'm Hiva, and I'm so glad to be with you in Hivision channel. So this is Hivision channel, and I'm so much glad, and it's an honor for me to have a class with you that you don't have time to analyze Cambridge 19 or Cambridge books. So this is really important to do these tests, because that they are the real test that we have about previous time, so you should exactly do them. Yeah, anyway, let's do one of the recent one. You know, we have Cambridge from 1 to 19 nowadays. Now I want to analyze Cambridge 19. So first of all, with Hivision channel with Hiva, let's do it. Let's get it through it. But before that, guys, please, because that I want some positive energy to say all the strategies with that, all tips, tricks, and techniques. With each types of the question, I want you to, if you see this video for your first time, I want you to subscribe the channel here, and to see the new posts that I will post here, it's better to say. And I want you to like and put a comment for me, because that it would be so inspiring and impressive for me. Awesome. So are you ready? Let's start. Okay. Anyway, so dear guys, look at here. But before that, guys, I want you to do the test with 3 skills: listening, reading, and writing for yourself firstly. And after that, try to be with me and try to analyze it with each other. But before that, try to do it individually. This is important. Anyway, so I'm so glad. Let's start with Hiva. Okay, so from test 1. Okay. First of all, the most important thing in the IELTS test is to read the prompt. Not exactly go to the questions, because that it's not logical to do that. Fortunately, in one hand we have some things and types of the question that questions that they are so repetitive and repeating in the frame of the IELTS test. But there's the tip here. We always say IELTS test. Let me write it for you. IELTS test. Oops, what's wrong now? So, IELTS test. Don't be harder. Oops. Don't be harder. It's become smarter. So it's better to say it's not harder. it becomes smarter. Okay, what does it mean? You know, it means that it's not individually hard and difficult, but I know that it's so tricky and it's so common. But guys, here, as you can see, we have some tricks and distractor that can distract you to, don't follow the questions in the correct way. So you will do it in a correct way, but in sometimes maybe because of some tricks and distracts, you can't do it in a correct way. So this is the most important tip that you should know. So it becomes smarter. Anyway, let's do it. First of all, the first step, as I told you, it's about question prompt. Okay, how many words that we want? So if you don't read it, you will exactly distract, and that's so important. And if you participate in a paper base, yeah, you can write something here, one and one, yeah. So it means that one word and one number, or maybe one number, or maybe one word, sorry. We have two different situations. So one word, one number, and one word. No more. Okay, if you write one here, maybe it can help you, or maybe if more than two, less than two, or something like that, you can put something like that. It can help you to remind yourself what's going on. Okay, let's from the first one. Let's start from the first one, exactly. So, first of all, as I told you, it was reading the question prompt. Now, at the second part, I want you to pay attention to the topic. Most of the time, most of my students don't pay attention to the topic. Guys, it's so important to pay attention to the topic, because that topic is the general idea of listening, the audio. So it's necessary in, especially in speaking, in listening and reading, both of them. Okay. So this is the most important, cause that you want to read it and listen it, firstly understand. Okay, we have the general idea here. Oh, it's about a blah 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 country park. Yeah, there's no need to read exactly the name of that. Yeah. But have the default of that in your mind. So we have gap fill types of here. The types of the question is gap fill. That maybe more than 50% of our questions is in gap fill. So gap fill is so important, especially in reading and listening, both of them. So in listening part 4 or listening part 1, you will exactly face with gap fill, these types of the questions. So, okay, as you can see, you should fill the gaps here, but before you fill the gaps, you should I say fastly, what's wrong with me? So you should read the text quite fast, and you should see before. You should pay attention what we have before our blank and after our blank here. So it's the most important part. And which types of the question or which types of the words that they want from us. Yeah, maybe it would be adjective, it would be from the speech of that is so important, adjective, adverb, these things. But which types of that, for example, here as you can see is area, Or here is habitant.